The Good Samer-PAW-tan. Hello there, friends. Gather around and listen closely. I have a story to share, one filled with adventure, kindness, and a lesson that changed the world. This is the story of the Good Samer-PAW-tan. Our tale begins with Benny the Beagle, cheerful, brave, and always ready for an adventure. Benny loved exploring new places, meeting new friends, and helping anyone he met along the way. One sunny afternoon, he set out on a long journey down a quiet countryside road, the warm sun on his back and a happy rhythm in his paws. But suddenly, danger appeared. A group of rough street dogs jumped from behind the bushes, knocking Benny to the ground and stealing his backpack. When they ran away, Benny was left bruised and weak, unable to stand. He whimpered softly for help, hoping someone, anyone, would stop. Soon, a dignified white poodle came walking down the road, past her paws, dressed in a spotless white suit and moving with importance. He looked at Benny and gasped, but then lifted his chin and said softly, "Oh my, he looks terrible, but I'm already running late for service." And Pastor Paws walked around him and hurried off. Time passed, and another figure approached. Officer Shepherd, strong and confident, his badge gleaming proudly. Benny looked up and whispered, "Please, help me." But Officer Shepherd shook his head and said, "I wish I could, kid, but I've got important work to do. Someone else will come along." And he walked away like Benny wasn't his problem. Just when Benny felt completely alone, a gentle voice spoke, "Hey, buddy, you're going to be okay. I'm here." It was Sammy, a mixed-breed stray dog that many others judged or ignored. Sammy carried no important title, no fancy clothing, but he had something far greater, a heart full of compassion. Sammy cleaned Benny's wounds with water from his own canteen. He tore cloth from his backpack to make bandages. Then, with all his strength, he lifted Benny onto his back and carried him carefully down the road to a small inn. The innkeeper, a warm golden retriever, gasped and said, "He needs serious care." Sammy nodded and replied, "Do whatever he needs. Here, use what I have to pay for him. And if it costs more, I'll come back and cover it." Days later, when Benny was healed, he thought deeply about what happened, and he understood something important. The true neighbor wasn't the one who looked impressive, not the one with power, not the one who talked about kindness. It was the one who chose to stop and help. So let me ask you, dear friends, when you see someone in need, what will you do? Will you walk by like Pastor Paws? Will you look away like Officer Shepherd? Or will you choose to be like Sammy, the Good Samer-PAW-tan? Because kindness is the greatest gift we can give. Love is the strongest choice we can make. And the world becomes better every time one of us chooses to care. Thank you for listening, friends. Until next time, go out and share kindness wherever your paws may take you. And remember, a true neighbor is the one who loves.